How many grateful people in the building? How many grateful people we got in the building? Be honest. Be honest. How many grateful people in the building? How many people in the building that always been grateful? Be honest. You hear me? I'm grateful today, but I ain't always been. You know? And I'm glad I'm grateful today, because I ain't always been. But to be able to say that, life got to be done shows you some things, or shows you yourself, you know, to see something different, you know. So sometimes we got to be shown, you know, before we can change our view, sometimes we got to be showing ourselves to change our view. If you don't listen, you're going to miss it. But, you know, but one way or another, whether we conscious of it or not, we are accountable for our actions. You know, I am accountable for my actions. It's been a good couple of days. You know, I was off the scene for a minute, but it's been a good couple of days. I just came through to say some things. You know, it's always something on our mind. You hear me? It'll be a good exercise to be more aware of what be on our mind and all that goes through the mind. You hear me? That's part of accountability, you know, and that's part of self-responsibility. But yeah, change don't happen because we want it to. You hear me? Or if I use an I statement, change didn't happen cause I wanted it to, you know. And for change to happen, I had to want it to. You don't listen, you're gonna miss it, you know. And for the most part, change happened when I did. So change don't happen because we want it to. You hear me? But how bad do we want it? How bad do we want to change? And how good have things been? You know? How good have things? Now, I could say how bad have things been, but how good have things been? Because everybody want better. So how good have things been? You hear me? You know? How good are things now? Because we all want better, but how good are things now? How appreciative are we for the good in our life right now? How thankful are we for the good in our life right now? Yeah. I say that because when things are good, when things are good, see what happened was? See, when things are good, that's usually when we have a tendency to take things for granted. You know? Whether it's people, places, or things. When things are good in our life, that's usually when we have a tendency to take things for granted. You hear me? When things are good, that's usually when we have a tendency to mistreat people, to mistreat things, including people. You know, when things are good, that's usually when we have a tendency to disregard things, including people. When things are good, that's usually when we have a tendency to not appreciate things, including people. When things are good, that's when we have a tendency to misjudge people, or misjudge things, including people. You hear me? Yeah. Why do I say this? Because change just don't happen because we want it to, and change don't happen overnight. And we could be real harsh. We could be real harsh in our criticism. We could be real harsh in our analyzing. We could be real harsh in our observation. We could be real harsh at minding other people's business and don't even know what the T is. Don't even know what the lit read. You hear me? We could be harsh. Why am I pointing this out? To make sure I'm pointing this out to make sure that it don't be none of us. You know, it might have been, but I'm pointing these things out to make sure it don't be none of us. Everything that I point out is to make sure it don't be none of us. Everything I point out is to make sure that what I point out could better all of us. See? Because when things are good, we usually take things, lightly. We don't take things as serious as we should. And a lot of us take ourselves more serious than we should. And apply that serious and need to reapply that, redirect that application into how we approach life. It's time to be more serious about life. At the same level that we be serious about ourselves. I'll say it like that. You hear me? We are accountable for our actions. Yeah. Change just don't happen because we want it to. Personal development, deep understanding. Deep understanding, comprehension, deep comprehension about oneself. Comprehension about oneself give every one of us who do it a strong sense of power. What power is. Not only a strong sense of power, but a strong sense of self-empowerment. Because if we don't have a strong sense of self-empowerment, what are we driving towards? Because it takes a strong sense of self-empowerment to drive for achievement. So we always want to work on that. Self-empowerment. We always want to drive for achievement. We always want to be willing to embrace change. Yeah. We all want to take charge of our life. Who don't? You know anybody that don't? I don't know. I don't think I know anybody that I could say that don't want to take charge of their life, even if it feel like we might not be in charge of our life. I don't feel like I could say I know anybody that don't want to take charge of their life, regardless of where we choose to be. You hear me? These just things that I think about, Take charge of our lives by taking nothing for granted. Make everything count. Make everything count. You hear me? And if you are worthy, everything do count. And appreciate everything that give you value. You know, make a mental note to appreciate. If you are worthy, make a mental note to appreciate everything that gives you value. I'm talking to us. I'm saying something to us. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah. No matter how good it get, no matter how good we may have it, we need to remember it won't be good all the time. You hear me? So we don't want to look down on nobody. We don't want to look over nobody. You hear me? Everybody is worthy. Regardless of where we at on the ladder. You know? Because no matter how good it get, it don't be good all the time. You know? Yeah. How we handle, how we appreciate, how we be thankful, how we take care, you know, the good times need to be the same energy that we be able to hold when it ain't so good, you know. We just here for the experience, family. We just here for the experience. We spiritual beings having a human experience. And sometimes we forget that we just here for the experience. I don't know if I need to hear that, you need to hear that, or we all need to hear that. We just here for the experience. You hear me? Yeah. Be grateful. You know? Be grateful. Be grateful. And I'm going to conclude with that. I ain't going to keep us long. It's kind of late, you know. I'm saying these things because I don't have to know you to want to see you win. You know. I don't have to know you. Everybody like me, not like me. I don't have to know you to want to see you win. I don't have to be near you to want to see you win. Because most people don't want to see you win unless they could partake of the winnings, whatever that may look like, you see? I don't have to see you to want to see you win. I just want to see you win. You hear me? I just want to see you win. You hear me? Yo, we're gonna put I did the evil eye before, so I want to use something else, man. If you came through, if you watched the video, put an eagle. Put an eagle in the comment section. If you came through and watched the video, put an eagle in the comment section. You know, the eagle symbolizes, you know, us living life, but watching over the life we live in from a different point of view. You hear me? Because that's what Sawu is here to be, a different point of view. I love y'all. Thanks for the likes, shares, comments, questions, so forth and so on, donations, purchases, whatever. All packages that anybody who rocked with me had coming, they have been mailed if you haven't received them already, so forth and so on. I ain't had a chance to answer no emails or nothing like that. Send out emails or nothing like that concerning any packages that need to be going out to any members, because I have been busy. That's why I miss y'all missing me. You hear me yesterday, but we here. You hear me? So y'all stay encouraged, stay motivated. Self-care, self-love is the best love, and so forth and so on. Let it ripple. I love y'all. Salute.